Welcome, thoughtful viewers, to a profound exploration of perhaps the most defining, often confusing, yet undeniably important relationship in our lives, the sibling bond. Tonight, we delve into the intricate dance of shared history, inevitable conflict, and unwavering acceptance that characterizes this unique connection. We are talking about the people who will happily donate their kidney to you but won't share a phone charger. They are the ones who will stand as an impregnable shield against the outside world, yet infuriate you to no end within the confines of your home. Sibling relationships offer a bewildering emotional seesaw, delivering as much grief as they do joy, yet they remain fundamentally worth holding close. This enduring connection is celebrated across the globe. Just recently, many social media feeds turned sentimental, transforming into family albums, because April 10th marked Sibling Day in the United States. This tradition is echoed internationally. For example, Europe observes Brothers and Sisters Day on the 31st of May, and India cherishes the bond through the festival of Raksha Bandhan, which usually falls in August. This global recognition underscores a universal truth: siblings are crucial architects of our personal and social development. Why, specifically, do researchers and psychologists elevate this relationship to such high importance? Studies reveal there are three core pillars supporting the magnitude of the sibling relationship. Understanding these pillars is the first crucial step toward making this bond truly enduring and fulfilling. The first pillar is emotional intensity. Your siblings have witnessed your life's narrative from its very beginning, from your nascent stages of development all the way through your emergence into a fully formed adult personality. And, crucially, you have done the exact same for them. This shared history creates a unique and profound foundation, characterized by deep acceptance and a closed, intimate knowledge of each other's worries, joys, and quirks. No other peer relationship offers this depth of chronological intimacy. It is a shared autobiography written in tandem. This brings to mind a powerful truth found throughout enduring wisdom. While the source material does not contain specific quotes, we can reflect on the notion that a friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. This profound truth speaks directly to the inherent intensity of the relationship, a bond designed by fate, not choice, to withstand all seasons of life. The second key reason for the sibling bond's resilience is its involuntary nature. It is as if siblings sign an unbreakable contract at birth. Unlike friendships, which are chosen, this relationship is given. This involuntary nature forces an honesty and transparency rarely found elsewhere. Siblings see the best of each other, and perhaps more importantly, they see the absolute worst of each other, and they do not simply fold. This environment provides an unparalleled space for authenticity. You are given the freedom to change your career trajectory, modify your taste in music, or even dramatically change your personal appearance, but there is a high likelihood that your sibling will still be right by your side, accepting your real self. Thirdly, the everyday contact often helps forge this strong bond. In most cases, especially during childhood and adolescence, siblings are forced together by circumstance. This enforced time together is not always peaceful, far from it, but it is highly effective in creating a robust connection. For many people, this constant proximity turns a sibling into a built-in best friend, ready-made companionship for the long haul. If you are nodding along, recognizing the truth in these foundational aspects of the sibling relationship, the shared history, the involuntary contract, the built-in friendship, then you know the value of this message. We aim to make this channel an enduring resource for insightful content. Before we dive into the vital importance of conflict management and the staggering statistics regarding unresolved sibling friction, we kindly ask for your active engagement. Please take a moment right now to hit that like button, share this video with someone who needs this reminder, and, If you haven't already, subscribe to ensure you don't miss our next story. Your support helps us continue these vital conversations. But where there is intensity and proximity, there is also inevitably conflict. This is commonly, and often dramatically, known as sibling rivalry. If you have children, or if you remember your own childhood, you might recall the constant skirmishes and disagreements. Research actually quantifies this intensity. When children are young, they can fight up to 8 times in a single hour. However, the key takeaway from modern psychological research is that this conflict is actually healthy. Sibling rivalry acts as an essential early on-the-job training for life. Think of it as a low-stakes training ground for high-stakes adult interactions. It teaches children crucial life skills: how to manage powerful emotions, how to negotiate boundaries, and how to effectively navigate social dynamics. In essence, the chaotic world of sibling rivalry enhances mental development, boosts essential social skills, and teaches young people the fundamental skill of how to live peaceably, or at least functionally, with other human beings. This is arguably one of the most important life skills anyone can acquire. The challenge, however, arises when this natural, developmental sibling rivalry is allowed to stretch unresolved into adulthood. As we age, proximity is often no longer required, and obligations naturally lessen, meaning there are fewer spontaneous opportunities to repair misunderstandings or mend broken feelings. When this reduction in repair opportunities is coupled with decades of accumulated emotional baggage, the friction created can become significant and genuinely damaging. Left unresolved, this deep friction can profoundly affect one's overall well-being. This leads us to a crucial statistical insight, one that underscores the need for proactive repair. According to a key study, people who experienced distance in their sibling relationships before the age of 20 were significantly more likely to be clinically depressed by the time they reached age 50. This startling statistic highlights the long-term emotional and mental health cost of severed sibling bonds. This long-ignored phenomenon is now recognized by researchers as the sibling effect. This bond is increasingly considered one of the most important relationships in our entire lives, precisely because of the unique cocktail of elements it provides. This relationship contains a shared upbringing, shared genetics, shared internal and external battles, and a treasury of shared secrets. No other peer relationship on earth, not friendship, not collegiality, offers this specific, powerful concoction. Indeed, the power of sibling connection goes beyond mere emotional support. Siblings are proven to be great educators and collaborators, often in ways we don't fully realize. Consider the monumental achievements of sibling pairs throughout history. We look to the brilliance of Wilbur and Orville Wright, who together invented the airplane, fundamentally changing human history. Or, turn to the competitive but fiercely supportive world of professional sports, exemplified by the tennis icons Venus and Serena Williams. These examples demonstrate that siblings serve a powerful dual function. They can simultaneously be your closest teammates and your biggest competitors, pushing you to excellence while remaining your safety net. Studies consistently confirm their practical necessity. Sibling bonds are crucial for companionship and offer immense warmth. In a world increasingly marked by social isolation, the warmth between siblings acts as an important buffer against the rising tide of loneliness, thus directly boosting overall well-being. Furthermore, siblings are often the immediate source of practical support when life inevitably throws its heaviest challenges your way. We are nearing the most vital section of this discussion, the actionable strategies to ensure your sibling relationship thrives. But before we offer those psychologically proven tips, we must pause for reflection. If you have recognized the profound emotional investment, the shared genes, the shared battles, the unique role as both teammate and competitor, then you understand this connection is worth prioritizing. If this content is inspiring you to reach out to a sibling today, then please let us know in the comments below. Comment below and tell us one positive memory you share with a sibling. Your comments fuel our community. Don't forget to hit like and share this essential message, and if you haven't subscribed yet, join our growing family of informed viewers now. Perhaps you are lucky enough to already share a strong, vibrant bond with a sibling. But if you believe, realistically, that there is still room for improvement and necessary tune-up for one of your life's most valuable assets, psychologists offer highly actionable, yet simple, advice. Here are 3 core tips, commonly shared by experts, designed to move your sibling relationship from complicated history to enduring fulfillment. 1. Give each other permission to change. This tip addresses the friction that often arises from the nascent stages problem. We tend to lock our siblings into the version of themselves we grew up with: the child, the teenager, the young adult. But human beings are dynamic, and maturity means constant evolution. In order for the relationship to survive and flourish, you must consciously recognize and grant your sibling the right to be different from the person they were yesterday, 10 years ago, or even last week. This means setting aside preconceived notions about their choices, their interests, or their lifestyle. Remember, the involuntary nature of the bond allows you to be your real self. Extend that same courtesy and acceptance to them. If your sibling has changed their taste in music, their career path, or their core beliefs, embrace the new version of them, rather than clinging to the familiar ghost of the past. In the spirit of offering inspiring guidance, one might recall the powerful biblical metaphor, "Behold, I make all things new." This idea of constant renewal must be applied to our closest relationships, allowing growth without judgment. This permission to change is the antidote to the baggage accrued over decades that can create unnecessary friction. 2. Be mindful of how your parents affect your dynamic. The environment in which you grew up, specifically the behavior and expectations of your parents, profoundly shapes the way siblings interact, sometimes long after the parents are gone. Issues of favoritism, perceived fairness, or even shared trauma can become insidious barriers to adult connection. The family system is a complex organism. To improve the sibling relationship, it is often necessary to step back and analyze the original dynamic that was imposed upon you, rather than created by you. Recognizing these external forces allows you to address the source of the baggage and friction, rather than just the symptoms. Understanding your shared upbringing and shared battles means understanding the context provided by those who raised you. By bringing this awareness to the relationship, siblings can create a new, mature dynamic that is independent of old, entrenched family roles. 3. Make time to enjoy each other's company. This is the ultimate actionable step. While adult obligations lessen and proximity is no longer forced, the effort must become intentional. The strength of the bond in childhood came, in large part, from everyday contact and time spent together. As adults, we must recreate that space deliberately. If you find yourself thinking, "I already know all of this, I'm lucky to have a sibling," then that luck demands intentional investment. This means prioritizing moments that focus purely on enjoyment, not obligation or crisis management. Go beyond simply offering practical support, make time for shared fun. This is the necessary repair work that counteracts the lesser opportunities for mending that plague adult sibling relationships. Whether it's a simple phone call, a shared meal, or planning a vacation, prioritizing enjoyment reinforces the fundamental companionship and warmth that serves as such a powerful buffer against loneliness and boosts well-being. When you invest in these moments, you cultivate the strong bond that makes a sibling your built-in best friend. Proverbially speaking, iron sharpeneth iron. The shared intensity and even the healthy friction of the sibling bond is meant to refine us. Making time to enjoy each other is how we keep that iron sharp and that bond resilient. To conclude, the sibling relationship truly stands apart. It is among the earliest, the longest lasting, the most confusing, yet ultimately, the most enduring and fulfilling of all the relationships a person will ever experience. It defines the very fabric of who we become, shaping our mental development, refining our social skills, and teaching us how to negotiate life itself. The sibling effect confirms that this bond is one of the most critical determinants of our emotional longevity. You are lucky if you have a sibling, and luckier still if you share a strong bond with them. But luck is not enough. The relationship requires cultivation and care, particularly by giving permission to change, being mindful of parental influence, and intentionally prioritizing joy. Embrace the complexities. Cherish the shared history, the acceptance, and the knowledge of each other's deep quirks. And remember the golden rule of enduring sibling harmony: always ask before you borrow clothes. We hope this video has been educative, inspiring, and has provided you with truly actionable steps to strengthen your most fundamental bond. Finally, for the last time, please engage with this content. We need your help to spread this message of connection and understanding. Hit the like button, leave a thoughtful comment below, share this video widely with your network, and most importantly, subscribe to join our journey. Thank you for watching.